Hello everybody. In the last class, we have seen regarding the classification of elements into metals and non-metals. Also, we found that the classification of elements into metals and non-metal becomes a failure due to the existence of a certain elements having a metallic character as well as non-metallic character, and the elements having metallic character as well as non-metallic character are going to be called as a metalloids. At the time of classification of elements in the form of a metals and non-metals, there is no information regarding the elements belonging to a metalloidal character. Hence, such type of classification becomes a failure. Then, the Dauberiner tried to classify and arrange the elements by grouping them in the form of a three elements. That is, he has taken three elements having the similar physical and chemical properties and grouped them in the form of a tree called triad, and he observed that the atomic weight of the middle element is an arithmetic mean of the atomic weight of first and the last element. Likewise, he arranged many of the elements and he found that the atomic weight of the middle element is an arithmetic mean of first and last element's atomic weight. But this type of classification also is of a limited extent. Further, it fails in explaining the other examples. Hence, the classification of elements in the form of a triad by Dauberiner also becomes failure. So today I am going to discuss about the another attempts made by the various scientists all around the world. So today I would like to deal with Newland's classification of octave, Mendeleev periodic table and Mendeleev periodic law, and also I would like to deal with the classification of elements in the form of a modern periodic table by Moseley, where he has given a law called modern periodic law, and finally Moseley becomes successful in classifying the elements. After the failure of Dauberiner classification of elements in the form of a triad becomes failure, then another English chemist called Newland arranged the elements in the form of their increasing atomic number, and he found that similar physical and chemical properties were reappearing periodically. After an interval of 8 elements, hence he called it as a law of octave. That is, a Newland tried to arrange the elements in the form of increasing order of their atomic number, and he arranged some of the elements, for example lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. Newland grouped 8 elements, that is starting from lithium to beryllium up to neon. Totally there are 8 elements, and he studied the properties of all the 8 elements, and he observed that the next coming element, that is sodium, after lithium, coming to neon and then coming to sodium, atomic number 11, the atom sodium shows a similar properties as that of the lithium. Here, whatever the physical and chemical properties of lithium is simply a reputational characteristic of the sodium. It means after passing 8 elements, coming to the 9th one, that is from lithium to sodium. Sodium shows a reputational properties as that of the lithium. And after sodium to magnesium, magnesium to aluminium, aluminium to silicon, likewise up to argon, that is from sodium to argon. Totally there are 8 elements. After the 8th element, that is argon, when we come across to the potassium, the element potassium shows again a reputational characteristic properties as that of the sodium and also as that of the lithium. Here Newland has arranged 8 elements in the form of a group, and he arranged these elements in the form of increasing atomic number, and he observed that after the 8th element, the next coming element shows the similar properties as that of the first one. For example, here in the second period, lithium is the first member. From lithium to neon, 8 elements. From neon to while coming to sodium, that is the next element, shows a reputational properties as that of the lithium. And again, when we come across from sodium to magnesium, magnesium to up to argon, after passing 8 elements regularly, then coming to the next one, that is potassium. Potassium again shows a similar characteristic properties as that of the sodium and that of the lithium. Hence, Newland called it as an octave. But the classification of this type means grouping the elements in the form of a 8 element becomes failure because of the fact that after potassium, while coming to rubidium, that is when we pass through the alkali metal family, when coming to potassium to rubidium, here we are going to get a large number of elements. Instead of 8 element, that is from the first group, second period, that is from lithium to neon, and in the third period, that is from sodium to argon. Then from potassium to krypton, when we come across potassium to krypton and then to rubidium, we have to pass through totally a large number of 18 elements. So here after 18 elements, the next coming element rubidium shows the similar properties as according to Newland octave. For example, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. That is the elements belonging to second period of the periodic table. When he studied the physical and chemical properties of all these elements and he grouped them together. Then again coming to the next group of elements, that is from sodium to magnesium, magnesium to aluminium, up to silicon, phosphorus and argon. After argon, while coming to the potassium, he observed that the potassium shows a reputational characteristic properties as that of the sodium, and sodium is showing a reputational property as that of the lithium. Hence, after a regular interval of 8 elements, the next coming element is showing a reputational property of the first one. Hence, he called it as a octave. For example, lithium having atomic number 3, beryllium atomic number 4, boron 5, carbon atomic number 6, nitrogen atomic number 7, oxygen atomic number 8, that of fluorine is 9 and neon atomic number 10. From lithium to neon, totally there are 8 elements. After neon to coming atomic number 11, that is sodium. A regular interval of 8 elements, that is from lithium to neon, 8 elements. Then coming to the next one having atomic number 11, that is sodium. Sodium shows a reputational property as that of the lithium. Likewise, here calcium shows a reputational property as that of the magnesium. Magnesium shows a reputational property as that of the beryllium. Likewise, aluminium shows a reputational property of boron, which after boron comes an interval of 8 elements. Likewise, the Newland octave is also becomes to a limited extension. After coming from calcium, next coming to rubidium, we have to pass through, that is from potassium to coming to rubidium, we have to pass through totally 18 elements instead of 8 elements. So here, when passing through potassium to rubidium, even though rubidium shows a similar properties as that of the potassium, but here we are getting a long gap of 18 elements instead of getting 8 elements. Hence, the classification of Newland in the form of a octave also becomes failure. However, law of octave becomes a failure while explaining the properties of the elements coming after calcium. As I have shown already in the periodic table, after calcium there exists a long gap of 18 elements between calcium and rubidium in case of a gap of only 8 elements. Hence, the law of octave also becomes failure. But the grouping of elements in a systematic manner and to get a maximum information with the least effort has been tried continuously all around the world. Then in the year 1816, an eminent scientist called Mendeleev attempted to classify the elements. Mendeleev grouped the elements in a systematic manner, and he proposed a law called Mendeleev periodic law, stating that physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic function of their atomic weight. By stating this law means, according to Mendeleev periodic law, Mendeleev arranged the elements in the form of increasing order of their atomic weight in the form of a table called Mendeleev's periodic table, by dividing the elements into groups, that is vertical columns, and in the form of a periods, that is horizontal rows. According to Mendeleev periodic table, again we observed many of the defects. For example, Mendeleev left several vacant places to fit unknown elements like helium, neon, argon, xenon, etc. While constructing a Mendeleev periodic table, the noble gases like helium, neon, argon, krypton, etc. were not isolated and discovered. Hence, Mendeleev kept a vacant place for the next coming elements. Then, in the Mendeleev periodic table, the position of hydrogen, lanthanides and actinides are in confusion. That is, when we see the periodic table, the position of hydrogen is found to be in a wrong position, because he arranged the elements in the form of a vertical column called group, having a similar physical and chemical properties. According to Mendeleev, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, etc. are a pure metals, whereas hydrogen is a gas. Lithium, sodium, potassium, etc. are a pure metals, whereas hydrogen is a non-metal and it is available in the form of a gaseous state. Likewise, the position of lanthanides and actinides were in the wrong position. Similarly, metals have been not separated from non-metals completely. Mendeleev becomes failure while separating the metals and non-metals completely. And also, three pairs of elements, cobalt and nickel, tellurium and iodine, argon and potassium. That is, when cobalt and nickel are arranged in the form of their increasing atomic weight of nickel is found to be 58.7, whereas the atomic weight of first element, that is cobalt, is 58.9. Here he failed in arranging the elements in the form of their increasing atomic weight. Actually, the cobalt should come after. Coming to the second example, that is tellurium and iodine. When we see the atomic weight of first element, that is tellurium, 127.6, whereas the next coming element after tellurium is iodine, and its atomic weight is 126.9. Atomic weight of tellurium is 127.6, whereas atomic weight of iodine is 126.9 only. According to Mendeleev, iodine should be in the first place, then there is a place for tellurium. Again, he failed in placing tellurium and iodine in the form of their increasing atomic weight. Similarly, when we come to the third one, that is argon and potassium. Here, argon atomic weight is found to be 39.94, and that of potassium is found to be 39.10. The element argon and potassium. The atomic weight of argon is 39.94, whereas the atomic weight of potassium is 39.10. According to Mendeleev, potassium should be placed before argon, as he arranged the elements in the form of their increasing atomic weight according to his law, according to his statement, as he arranged the elements in the form of their increasing atomic weight, potassium should be the first one and then a place for argon. Again, here in placing argon and potassium, Mendeleev becomes failure. Hence, the Mendeleev classification of elements becomes failure. Mendeleev, when put the elements into their right position from the chemical consideration, some of the physical and chemical properties are found to be in the wrong position. Due to the above defect, modification to the Mendeleev table becomes necessary. So, another chemist, a English chemist called Moseley, changed the basis of arranging the elements from atomic weight to atomic number by stating a law called modern periodic law. This leads to the change of the basis of classification of elements from atomic weight to atomic number. The statement of modern periodic law: physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic function of their atomic number. Modern periodic law says that the physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic function of their atomic number. So, today's class we have studied in detail about the introduction to the periodic table. Here we have studied various type of classification of elements, that is classification of elements into metals and non-metals. This classification becomes failure because many of the elements showing a metalloidal character. Hence, the classification of elements into metals and non-metal becomes a failure. As coming to the Dauber-Renner triodes, here a group of 3 elements shows again a lot of differences in the atomic weight of the middle element. When we consider the atomic weight of first one and last one element and their arithmetic mean does not matches with the atomic weight of the middle element. Hence, Dauber-Renner classification also becomes a failure. Then coming to the Newland's octave. As Newland arranged the first member, whatever it shows the physical and chemical properties, the next coming 9th element means after passing 8 elements, the next coming element again shows a similar property as that of the first one. But this classification is of limited. When we pass from calcium, there we have to pass through a long number of 18 elements to come to the next one. That's why the classification of Newland's octave also becomes a failure. Likewise, Mendeleev classification of elements also becomes a failure because the element having more atomic number, the element having more atomic weight is placed than the next coming one which is having a less atomic weight. That's why the Mendeleev periodic table also becomes a failure. And also Mendeleev left number of vacant places for the next coming elements. Likewise, after the failure of Mendeleev table, Newland's octave, Dauber-Renner triode and classification of elements into metals and non-metals, finally an English chemist called Moseley has constructed a table by changing the basis of arranging the elements from the increasing atomic weight to increasing atomic number by stating a law called modern periodic law. So according to Moseley, the modern periodic law states that the physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic function of their atomic number. So this is for today's class, and again in my next class I am going to start the discussion on salient features of modern periodic table. Thank you.